In this video, we'll be installing Chrome. So like most computers, they come pre-configured with Windows 10 with Microsoft Edge. In some cases, older machines are going to have Internet Explorer. Whichever browser you're switching from, we're going to go ahead and open that. And just go to www.google.com. Now, Google's pretty good about trying to get you to switch to Chrome or anything like that, but sometimes it pops up different messages. So we're going to go ahead and type in Google Chrome download, because we're going to tell Google we want this. Now, it should pop this up right at the top of the screen, this guy right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit go to download. It'll take you to the center of the page. Somewhere it'll say download Chrome, typically at the very top. This may change because they do update their site. Now it's going to prompt you here to make this browser your default browser. If it is your intention to use just that browser, then I'd say hit that button. I'm not going to because I already have two other browsers on my computer. You can check this if you like, but I typically don't, because I don't like the program service running in the background, sending reports to Google. Now it'll download a small file called a thin client, and a thin client is a program that acts as an intermediary, and it's going to download the full, most current version of Chrome for me. Go ahead and run it. User account control will pop up and say, hey, Google Update Setup is trying to run. We did basically start this, so I'm going to hit yes because I know what I'm doing on here. If it was from another program, it'd raise some questions. Now it'll go ahead and download. Google Chrome does install pretty quickly, and it downloads pretty quickly. On slower connections, it may hang out, but I'm going to go ahead and close my other browser just so I can focus on Google Chrome installation. And as you can see, it already added a Google Chrome icon to my desktop. So I'm going to go ahead and close this extra browser window. We're in Google Chrome now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the hamburger menu, which is what this little 3 lines is called because it looks like a hamburger. I'm going to come on down to settings, and now we're going to do a basic configuration on it to basically do things like set my start page and things like that. So if I want to have a specific start page, I'm going to say I'm going to come to this on startup, open a specific page or set of pages. I'm going to hit set of pages, and I want to say I would like to go to news.google.com whenever I load this browser, and this will keep going and going and going. Say I'd like to go to www.slash.org. That's another site I look at, and I could keep going for days. If I hit OK and I close the browser and I open it again, those two will open immediately. So what I'm going to do really quick is I'm going to go ahead, go back up to the hamburger menu, go back down to settings, and we're going to go through some of the basic settings that we need to set. So I'm going to go down to the bottom and hit click or show advanced settings. We're going to go down here. They've moved some of these around on the newer version. I always check this one because it's nice just to have it, because sometimes I'm just tired. We're going to send a do not track request. You can read this screen if you like. It basically says that they're not obligated to do this, but sites that are honest will. And now I'm going to go to content settings. We're going to go to cookies, and we're going to say we'd like to block third-party cookies and site data. Now, in my other videos I do describe what this is, but I'll go over it again. Basically, imagine if you went to the grocery store and somebody was standing just inside the door who would follow you all through the grocery store, asking you to shop and buy those items from another grocery store. You leave that grocery store and go to the gas station. That person follows you there and says, hey, I see you looking at the Snickers. Do you know I have that at my other grocery store? Because I saw you looking at it at the other grocery store. Now imagine that that person is a website or an advertisement that can basically track you wherever you go on the internet. And third-party cookies are always like that. They're always ones that are not so much from Amazon.com, but for some advertisement that's being paid for and loaded in the Amazon.com website. So by disabling this, you can pull yourself out of some pretty hot water. So I'm going to go ahead and check that box and hit done. And make sure I didn't move anything funny again, because sometimes they do that. Well, that's pretty much it then, because those are the options we need to configure. We have configured and installed Google Chrome. Enjoy.